Have you ever gotten out of bed in the morning feeling like you barely slept at all? Your joints ache, your stomach feels tight, and your energy? Nowhere to be found. You walk to the kitchen hoping a cup of tea or coffee will fix it, but deep down, you already know it won't. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we get older, things that used to be automatic, like a good night's sleep, smooth digestion, or waking up without pain, suddenly become something we have to fight for. And what's frustrating is, you've probably tried a few pills, maybe some supplements here and there, but the results just didn't last, did they? Here's the good news. Your body is not broken. It's just asking for something different. And the answer might be a lot more natural than you think. In this video, we're going to have a real conversation, just you and me. No hype, no gimmicks, just natural, practical ways you can start feeling better today. We'll talk about small habits that can make a huge difference, especially when it comes to pain, trouble sleeping, and constipation. The three biggest complaints I hear from people over 60. And believe it or not, the solutions often come from the simplest sources: what you eat, how you move, and how you wind down. Let's start right where most of our discomfort begins: pain. Specifically, those stiff, aching joints that seem to shout at us every time we get up from a chair. It's no secret that inflammation is one of the leading causes of pain in older adults. But what you may not know is that your breakfast could be adding fuel to the fire. If your day begins with white toast, sugary cereal, or that second cup of coffee on an empty stomach, you're giving inflammation a head start. Try this instead. Start your day with warm water and a squeeze of lemon. It sounds too simple, I know, but this small ritual helps hydrate your body after a night of fasting and gently wakes up your digestive system. Then, follow it up with something like oatmeal topped with ground flaxseed, walnuts, or a few slices of banana. These foods are packed with omega-3s and fiber, both powerful anti-inflammatories. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, "I've been eating oatmeal for years and I'm still stiff." And you're right. Food is just one piece. Let's talk about movement. One of the biggest mistakes people make after 60 is avoiding movement because they're in pain. But staying still can actually make things worse. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to do yoga. Just get up, walk slowly around your house or garden for 5 minutes every hour you're awake. Movement keeps the joints lubricated and the muscles warm. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be consistent. A little bit every day goes a long way. While we're on the subject of daily struggles, let's shift gears and talk about something nobody likes to bring up, but almost everyone deals with: constipation. You'd be surprised how many people over 60 silently suffer with this. And not just occasionally, sometimes it becomes a part of daily life. That bloated, sluggish, uncomfortable feeling isn't just unpleasant, it can really affect your mood, your appetite, and even your sleep. Here's something to think about. Constipation often isn't just about what you're not doing, it's about what you're missing. Are you drinking enough water? I mean real water, not coffee, not tea, not juice. Most older adults walk around slightly dehydrated, and that alone can slow your digestion to a crawl. Try this. Every morning, drink a full glass of room temperature water before you eat anything. Then aim to sip water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Your gut will thank you. Another tip: add chia seeds to your routine. Just a tablespoon soaked in water or mixed into yogurt can act like a little broom for your intestines. It's full of soluble fiber and helps soften your stool naturally. You don't need fancy powders or over-the-counter laxatives. Nature already gave you what you need. And while we're being honest, how often are you sitting too long in one place? Maybe it's reading, maybe it's watching the news, maybe it's scrolling on your phone. All that sitting slows down your digestion and circulation. Get up, stretch, twist gently at the waist. Do a few ankle circles. It's not about burning calories. It's about waking up your internal systems. Now, let's talk about something that ties all of this together: sleep. Because when you don't sleep well, everything else feels worse. The pain gets louder, the digestion gets slower, and your mood? Let's just say it's not exactly sunshine and rainbows. Here's the thing: your body still wants to rest. It's just having a harder time doing it. Maybe you fall asleep but wake up at 2 a.m. and can't drift back. Or maybe your mind just doesn't slow down. One natural trick that works wonders for many people is a warm magnesium-rich drink before bed, like a banana blended with a little almond milk and a pinch of cinnamon. Sounds cozy, right? It is. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system, relax your muscles, and signal to your body that it's time to wind down. You can also try setting a bedtime unwind routine. That means no screens an hour before bed, no late-night snacks, just soft lighting, maybe some calm music, and gentle breathing. It's about creating the right conditions, not forcing sleep, but inviting it. All these things, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, are deeply connected. They might seem small, but when you add them up, they start to unlock something powerful. A better way to feel, a more peaceful kind of day, and most of all, a sense of control over your own well-being. Let's keep going with this journey and explore more ways to ease discomfort, sleep deeply, and get your body working with you, not against you. So now that we've talked about how simple things like lemon water in the morning, a few minutes of movement, chia seeds, and a magnesium-rich drink can make a big difference, let's dive even deeper into what your body might really be asking for, especially as it works harder to stay balanced in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. One thing that often gets overlooked is the power of your gut, not just in digestion, but in everything from how you feel physically to how well you sleep. You might be surprised to learn that over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And guess what else? Your gut helps produce the hormones that help you sleep and feel happy. So when things are a little off in there, maybe you're bloated, irregular, or just feeling blah, your whole body can feel it. That's why one of the best things you can do right now is nourish your gut with the right kinds of foods. Not fancy powders or expensive pills, but real, natural foods that your body recognizes and loves. One of my favorites? Fermented foods. Think about adding a spoonful of sauerkraut to your lunch, or a little plain yogurt to your breakfast. These are packed with probiotics, good bacteria that help restore balance inside. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I've tried yogurt, but it didn't help, and that's okay. Sometimes it's not just about what you add, but what you take away. Processed foods, fried snacks, too much sugar, these can all feed the bad bacteria and make your gut sluggish. If you can swap just one sugary snack a day for something whole, like an apple, a pear, or even a handful of nuts, you're already winning. And speaking of apples and pears, let's not forget about fiber. Soluble fiber is your gut's best friend. It helps feed the good bacteria, keeps things moving, and even lowers cholesterol. If constipation is something you've been quietly dealing with, adding more fruits, vegetables, and legumes like lentils or chickpeas can be a game changer. Try roasting some sweet potatoes for dinner or adding a handful of spinach into your eggs. It doesn't have to be a full diet overhaul, just small changes, one bite at a time. Let's shift back to something we touched on earlier, movement. I know it's easy to tune out when someone starts talking about exercise, but I'm not going to tell you to go jog or lift weights. That's not what most of us need at this stage. What we need is flow. Gentle, natural, daily movement that keeps our circulation going, reduces stiffness, and sends signals to our brain that everything is okay. Have you ever tried simple stretching in bed before you even get up? It's one of the easiest ways to tell your muscles, hey, we're waking up now. Reach your arms over your head, stretch your legs out long, take a few deep breaths. It's like hitting a gentle reset button every morning. And throughout the day, take moments to just stand up, roll your shoulders, or take a short walk to the end of the hall. Even swaying side to side while brushing your teeth helps. It doesn't have to be a workout, just movement that feels good. Let's also talk about something that affects almost everyone, but doesn't always get the attention it deserves. Stress. Yes, even in retirement or older age, stress is still very real. Maybe it's financial concerns, maybe it's loneliness, or maybe it's just the pressure of trying to stay healthy when your body feels like it's slowing down. But here's the truth. Stress shows up in your body in all kinds of ways. It can tighten your muscles, spike your blood pressure, mess with your digestion, and absolutely ruin your sleep. That's why finding even 5 minutes a day to just breathe can be one of the most healing things you do for yourself. Let me give you something simple you can try today. Sit somewhere comfortable, close your eyes, and inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath gently for a count of 4. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this for just 2 minutes. You'll feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, and your heart rate slow. This kind of breath work tells your body, you're safe, you can rest now. And sometimes that's all your body really needs to stop holding on to tension and start letting go. And finally, let's talk about one of the most natural but often overlooked remedies of all, sunlight. Yes, I said sunlight. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning light on your skin can help reset your circadian rhythm, which controls your sleep-wake cycle. It also boosts your vitamin D levels, which are essential not only for bone health, but also for mood and immune support. If you can, step outside in the morning with your tea or coffee. Sit on the porch. Look at the sky. Feel the warmth on your face. It's not just good for your body, it's food for the soul. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines to feel better. Your body is wise. It remembers what it needs. Sometimes, it just needs a little reminder. Through better hydration, nourishing foods, daily movement, stress relief, and sunlight, you can start feeling lighter, calmer, and more in control again. Keep listening to what your body's telling you. It's never too late to feel better, never too late to try something simple and natural, and never too late to make a gentle shift in how you care for yourself. Let's keep going, because there are still a few powerful yet easy things you can do to ease your pain, sleep deeper, and stay regular without relying on pills or harsh remedies. The idea of rest. Because quality sleep isn't just about the hours, it's about the rhythm. Our bodies love rhythm. That means trying to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. And yes, it might sound a bit rigid, but your body truly appreciates the consistency. It begins to anticipate sleep. It prepares to rest, and over time, you might find yourself drifting off more naturally. But here's something just as important as bedtime. What happens right before it? Many people unknowingly disrupt their sleep with late-night snacking, especially sugary or starchy snacks like cookies, crackers, or bread. These can spike your blood sugar and leave you tossing and turning. Instead, try something light and calming, a few almonds, a small piece of banana, or even a cup of chamomile or passion flower tea. These small shifts can ease your body into a restful state without giving your system too much to process overnight. Now, let's circle back to constipation. It's not glamorous to talk about, but it's important. Because when your digestion is backed up, you don't just feel physically uncomfortable. It affects your mood, your sleep, and even your clarity of thought. One natural remedy that often works like magic is prune water. Not prune juice, the sugary, processed kind, but prune water. Soak 4 to 5 dried prunes in a glass of water overnight. In the morning, drink the water and eat the prunes. It's gentle, it's natural, and for many people, it brings almost immediate relief. And if you're doing this along with chia seeds and more fiber, you're on your way to a much happier gut. Another hidden hero when it comes to digestion is healthy fat. We've been told for so long to fear fat, but your body, especially as it ages, needs it. Healthy fats help lubricate the digestive tract, reduce inflammation, and support brain health. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, even a little bit of coconut oil in your cooking. These aren't indulgences. They're medicine in food form. And while we're talking food, I want to gently remind you of something. Chew your food. It sounds silly, right? But many of us eat on autopilot, not realizing we're swallowing food half chewed. Your digestion starts in your mouth. Chewing slowly and thoroughly can improve digestion, reduce bloating, and even help your brain register fullness more accurately, so you don't overeat without realizing it. It's a small act of mindfulness that can have big effects. Now let's take a moment to talk about something deeper, because feeling better in your body isn't just about what you eat or how you sleep. It's also about how you feel emotionally. Pain, insomnia, and digestive issues are often made worse by loneliness, anxiety, or feeling disconnected. If you've been feeling isolated, whether it's from losing a spouse, retiring from work, or just the natural changes that come with aging, I want you to know something. You still matter, you still belong, and your voice, your story, your presence is needed. Even one small social interaction a day, a phone call, a wave to a neighbor, a chat with the cashier, can lift your spirits. Consider writing in a journal or even reading aloud to yourself. These little acts help you feel seen, heard, and grounded. And believe it or not, they also help regulate your body's stress hormones, which are directly tied to pain and sleep. You're not alone in this journey. So many others are quietly dealing with the same frustrations, the same restless nights, the same sore mornings. But now you have a few more tools in your hands, tools that are gentle, natural, and proven to help over time. Let's quickly reflect on what we've covered. You've got warm lemon water to start your day, chia seeds and fiber to keep things moving, turmeric and magnesium-rich foods to reduce inflammation and help you sleep. You're stretching gently, breathing deeply, soaking in morning light, and tuning into what your body is really asking for. These aren't wild or complicated changes. They're small, simple choices, but together, they can transform the way you feel. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to do it all at once. Just start with one thing. Maybe tonight, you try a little turmeric milk, or tomorrow, you soak a few prunes. The next day, you might go for a 10-minute walk and breathe in the morning air. These are not quick fixes. They are small acts of self-respect. Acts that say, I still care about how I feel. I still believe my health is worth nurturing. So wherever you are right now, whether you're curled up on the couch, sitting at your kitchen table, or lying in bed, I want you to take a moment and be proud. You showed up. You listened. You're already taking steps to heal. And if you found even one tip today that made you smile or think, I could try that, then I hope you'll share it in the comments below. Let's turn this space into a place where people over 60 can lift each other up, swap ideas, and feel empowered, not forgotten. If this video helped you in any way, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We've got more natural, helpful tips coming your way every week, because your health, your comfort, and your peace of mind truly matter. Here's to less pain, deeper sleep, and smoother days ahead. You deserve to feel good in your body at every age. So let's keep walking this path together, one gentle, powerful step at a time.